Hello everyone, this is Ashish sir and I am going to teach you the first lesson of your course book, that is Understanding Computer Application with BlueJ. I will start my lesson with the first lesson with first unit. So let us start our chapter Introduction to Object Oriented Programming Concept. In this chapter you are going to have two units. The first one, Principles of OOP, in which you will study about introduction of OOP and POP, features of OOP, difference between OOP and POP, all four principles of OOP, in which you are going to read data abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism and encapsulation. And in second unit we are having introduction to Java, in which you are having following points like basic features of Java, compiler and interpreter, Java compiler and interpreter, Java virtual machine, then Java reserve words, types of Java programs, basic structure in Java programming, then Java program with BlueJ, features of BlueJ, how to start BlueJ, execution and modification of program. So these following points we will study in our this particular session. Now before we start our chapter 1, let us know about something more about this chapter. We have already learned high level languages. Those are designed by the expert people, programmer. These languages are machine independent. We can develop and understand the program logic without having much knowledge about the computer's architecture. The programming style and context is easier to learn and the entire code focuses on the specific program to be created. A high level language does not require addressing hardware constraints when developing a program. In the same manner, we are having in this chapter also two programming concepts. The first one is POP, that is procedural oriented programming, and the second one is OOP, that is object oriented programming language. So we will start our lecture with introduction of procedure oriented programming language. In this one, our topic is introduction of POP, procedure oriented programming language. As it is written in the definition, POP basically defined as making of list of instructions for the computer to follow and organize the given code or instructions into groups known as functions. POP, as it by name it is very clear, POP means procedural oriented programming language. In this type of programming language, our main focus is on procedures. We have to follow and organize the instructions into groups known as functions, and functions will help us to create our programs. One thing note, that in POP systems, the focus of programmers is only on functions defined in program rather than the data items defined in program. The underlined line is most important in this section, in this note point, because our procedures basically totally depends upon the functions whatever defined in our program. Now this concept will be explained by this given flowchart. Here, this is our global data. This global data first. Global data first is accessing function 1, function 3 and function 4. They can easily share any data here. That means from global data 1 to global data 2. In these two datas we can easily access our datas. But suppose we should have to access the functions over here each other, then always whatever changes we have done in the global data, that has to be changed in functions also. The explanation is given below. In this figure, the global data is loosely attached to the functions. It keeps floating throughout the program. In order to make any changes in the function, we need to reschedule the values, and this may affect the normal sequencing of the program logic, which is not allowed in procedure oriented programming language. As I told you before, because POP is a procedural oriented programming language, so due to that we cannot skip any scheduled data. We cannot skip any procedures. So this is the introduction of POP, in which I told you about the features regarding POP. So in this particular session I told you about introduction of POP. The next topic I tell you characteristics of POP. Characteristics of POP. Here the emphasization is on function while making data. Emphasization is on function while making program. Whenever we make any program, our main focus is to be on the functions rather than the data. Functions always share global data. Global data, that means we can share, if we want to share anything in the program, then in that case we have to share our global data. Because suppose if we want to share any functions, in that case we have to reschedule it, and rescheduling will create a problem for the functions. So keep in mind that whenever you have to share any global data, whenever you have to share any function, in that case you have to reschedule the functions. The other characteristics are like that data values can keep floating from one function to another. It uses top-down approach of programming. Data values totally shares global data. So these things can make a POP executable in the program. Now there are some limitations also of POP. I'll make it clear. correct over here because here OOP is written, so you just make it POP. Limitations of POP. POP, procedural oriented programming, is not suitable to solve complex problems in real situations. Second point, due to procedure oriented features, the line of code is always increased and error rectification becomes a tedious job because whenever we make procedural oriented programming language, the line of code increases, and due to that we are not able to find our error very easily. So always keep in mind that whenever you are creating any files or any programs, so make sure that what the things are you are writing in your in your program, you must clear about it. Then this point is not written in this one, and one more point I am adding in this: as data values are global to all the functions, we may require to make necessary changes in all the functions due to any change in the data values. Whenever data values are global to all the functions, we may require to make necessary changes in all the functions due to any changes in the data values. This I told you before also कि whenever you have to change anything in your function, then in that case you always follow this thing that you have to reschedule the function values. If the function values is not if the global data is not rescheduled, then you cannot access the functions of one function to another function. So this is one of the tedious job to do. Then top-down approach not allowed user to add any line of code in between of program code. That means due to its top-down nature, means from starting you have to start and at the ending you have to do. You cannot add any line of code, any code of line in between of that, because it will affect the whole program due to rescheduling. So keep in mind, whenever you do POP, you should have to follow this process. So students, for today I will finish my session on limitations of POP. In the next session I will start introduction of OOP, which is just you can see here. I will start with this topic by the next session. So till then, bye and take care.